dudes. All right. I haven't seen this. Was Tarik good at CSGO? It could be a roast sesh. Who knows?
So in order not to set a meat-eating world record, I'm going to go ahead and agnostically list off a bunch of... At a meat-eating world record, I'm going to go ahead and agnostically list off a bunch of words that start with the letter T. Terrible, turncoat, traitor, Tarik. And in order to counteract the negative energy that I've just put out there, I'm going to go ahead and list off a bunch of CSGO players that you know. Zeus, Brokey, Hobbit, Forrest, Neo, Kenny S. What do all these legends have in common, would you say? If there was one red thread that you could connect between all of these players, what would it be? Would it be the fact that these are household names worldwide that have cemented their legacy inside of CSGO? Yeah, that's fair. Are we talking about a bunch of players who have all won majors? That would be, in fact, the case. That's true. But what's most important in common about all the players that I just listed? It's probably the fact that Tarik has earned more money than all of them. That's right. Tarik, under the microscope from the enlightened centrist Lao to talk about when it comes to whether or not they were good at CSGO. Some say the numbers speak for themselves. I don't think they're good enough to, but I do think it is quite interesting that Tarik, under 4 different banners, has won some pretty major tournaments. The smallest of which was the MIBR victory at the Zotac Masters Grand Finals in Hong Kong. I casted that. Stewie and Tarik carrying the hell out of these Brazilian players in order for them to win their one and only trophy in history. And then they got cut and MIBR never won a trophy again. Not only that though, Tarik, he played underneath Evil Geniuses, and Evil Geniuses that actually won an event. Can you believe that? You remember ESL New York? Tarik got his ass carried in the grand finals over Astralis and they won, and people called Tarik a fraud. Or do you remember when Tarik played for Optic in the grand finals of E-League Season 2 and got his ass carried versus Astralis again? Or do you remember the time where Tarik didn't get his ass carried? The most important time. E-League Boston Major. Tarik MVP of the whole damn event. Not only that though, but he was doing it as the IGL. We call that the Jame. Tarik, the most unlikely person to pick up the role that you would think requires the most brain power, cleverly branded by Dazed back in the day as the peanut brain. Tarik, from peanut brain to watermelon brain. How is it that he has done
these
so
edits
much
are doing
in
me
such a
so
short
dirty
period of time, and somehow has shown that he could be maybe even a better streamer than he was a player? Funny guy Tarik, you gotta love him. Lots of highlights from this guy. I'm sure you guys all remember this wonderful clip. This is the frag highlight that he's most famous for.
Both players in Shadow are neutralized. So Tempo Storm just made the most that, and Tarik just thinks JDM because why not, I guess?
What?
Okay, I was just joking, okay? It was definitely this one.
Oh, you didn't see it, but I killed both of us.
Okay, but for real. Here's a moment that I actually casted, but we get the stream version of Tarik having a bowl of cereal and getting a 4K. Let's watch.
Do we push tunnel or no? Three there.
I'm leaving mid.
Boost here, boost you, come on.
Yep.
Bomb.
Blind.
Bomb's there.
Blind.
Went out mid. Dead.
Wow.
We've got these funny highlight moments from him, but what's the quintessential Tarik move, right? Like, what is Tarik as a CSGO player? Like, why is he him? Tarik always was infamous, from my perspective, for his crouch spray. His crouch spray transfers, okay? Check this out.
We'll catch Connor. The Molotov is good, but Tarik, when is he going to swing? The Molotov actually has not spread that far, and Tarik, they're completely blind! Tarik is going to take all 4 of them down! Huge flashbang coming out from Cloud9.
Wow, this one's really loaded up with clips. You see that crouch spray transfer? That's the Tarik move. But if some people watch a clip like this...
No way he checks this.
No way he does. All rest in the hands of the season. We just got taken out. Taps through. Forrester. Awkward springs! No way! Tarik! A lion with 2 kills on the site!
And they think Tarik, like, oh, this guy's a fool. You know, he must have tripped and got lucky and won all these big events. But they don't know the Tarik who, about 7 years ago, actually sold servers to ESEA. Do you guys remember Frag Shack? That was Tarik, the entrepreneur, all right? That was Tarik back in
He's
like
pulling up some
netcode guides into CLG days, right? There was obviously something a little bit under the hood there.
Moldies.
I remember when he got called Peanut Brain the first time. He said, I am sick of everybody calling me Peanut Brain. I remember this on Twitter. And then he dropped a shirt that just said Peanut Brain and leaned right into the branding. And how many players do that these days? Everybody knows how to activate their brand, whether it's negative or positive. You got to fall in librarian type thing or whatever the case may be. People are leaning into that stuff. Tarik was doing it early, so you got to give him some credit. Tarik, an entrepreneur, content creator, and honestly, a very, very decent CSGO player and a major MVP. 19 majors in CSGO's history, and Tarik has one of the MVPs. That's a pretty damn good accomplishment. So, but Tarik, where did he come from? Tarik was No Shirt TV. Who remembers No Shirt TV? And it's all in the name. He lived up to it. Every single day, he'd log on to Twitch with these red cans on,
My
no
God,
shirt
dude.
on, because it was hot.
Look at my fucking hair, bro.
I assume, and he would stream
Holy.
snipe your favorite streamers. Back then, honestly, he was hunted
Q
down
snipe,
Ego.
Q
That was
snipe.
his prime target every single time, and he made a lot of pros mad. Tarik, the guy that got away with not getting the same reputation as Stewie, who really did a lot of the same stuff. These guys were two peas in a pod. You know what I'm saying? They were both little shithead, little brother type figures who came up through pugs, wanted to beat their older brothers. And to be honest, Tarik's humor as a streamer definitely comes through in his gameplay as well, for better or worse. Sometimes funny moments happen. But Tarik, from the beginning, he had a lot of
That was a
belief in
good clip.
himself as an individual. And actually, to give Hayes some credit here, he probably had a fair characterization of who Tarik was at the time. I'm sure he doesn't even remember this comment from this
I
Reddit
remember.
thread, where he basically describes Tarik as an incredibly strong individual when he played with Tarik on netcode guides, but said he was always a better individual than he was a team player, and unfortunately he needs to learn that. Tarik would definitely move on to learn that. You know, I just played CS2 with him a couple of weeks ago. Maybe there's a world where Tarik, if you're listening, man, we would love to have you back. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to reverse the propaganda. If you've seen the last two videos investigating
Bro.
whether or not Stewie 2K was
CS:GO
a fraud,
2
whether or not Shroud
didn't
was
come
washed,
out.
and now figuring out whether or not Tarik
With a
is
new
a traitor.
fucking
These are the
map.
questions that we want answered. I swear it's not because I've got North American goggles on. I'm talking
Still.
about some very rich and winning CSGO players that just so happen to be North America guys. So let me know who we should do next.
Nice video.
To take a look at, because
1 second
honestly,
before I-
so far this has been a few layups. I think we've saved some people from carrying their fraud reputation or letting it get too out of hand. That's the only thing that I'm trying to
I have
do
a
here.
fraud
But I'm also
reputation?
willing to call out somebody who may actually be deserving of that. So who's that gonna be? You tell me. Also, this video is dedicated to ASON, okay? I've made some very
Where's,
kind of fun ads about ASON, but I've got to say they're the reason we're able
Let's
to
see where
pump
I'm
out
at.
these high-quality videos so consistently. And so I'd love for you guys to go and check
I'm
them
still
out.
number
These are the ASON
34, bro.
Aspires. Bluetooth headset, the best sound canceling and ability to turn it off. Best
I'm still number
EQ and
34.
balance that I've heard for playing
I haven't played in, like,
Counter-Strike. These guys
2
are
years.
the ones you've seen on stage where they have the bigger, more serious cans that they've used on stage at
mil?
Rio. They
Sheesh.
used them on stage at Antwerp to make sure that nobody
Cool video though.
could hear anything in the crowd, but also hear everything in
Some Tarik lore for you guys if you don't know. But I've played a lot of events, to be fair. I have played a lot of events. Yeah, we didn't bring up the big win at Star Series. That was a big win too. The Star Series one was a big win with NRG. The Zoltak wasn't that big of a win because there's no good teams there, but I think he did a semi decent job of covering varying topics. We should have won this event. I don't know about the rest. We did play finals in Istanbul. It was sick.
Very beatable. So I'm excited for the
People are
match.
asking